Here are some of the materials you're going to need. Some PVC or electrical conduit. This is available in most hardware stores, sold in about 4 meter lengths for just under $5. You're also going to need a little button compass. That's optional. If you don't want that, you don't have to. And some cord. Doesn't matter what colour. I'm going with this nice army green camo colour. It looks good. And some slingshot bands. If you don't have slingshot bands, or if you're in Australia and you can't get them, you can buy them off me on eBay. I'm in Australia, so there's no problem with shipping to you. And you can also get them online, other sites. Alright, they're the materials you're going to need. So the first step is to simply take your piece of pipe, electrical conduit or PVC, doesn't matter, and mark out 210 on the pipe, put a mark, and then simply cut it. You can use a hacksaw to cut it, but I'm just going to use a pair of these conduit cutters. Now you just want to simply take your measuring tape and measure out 75 and put a mark. Now trace that mark all the way around. Now simply put a mark on one side of the top and then put a mark directly opposite on the other side. Now simply trace down from those marks. And the same on the other side. Now simply use a hacksaw to cut down your 2 marks until you reach your line. Now for the next step, you can use a stovetop or one of these heat guns to heat up the top area that we just cut on this PVC until it's nice and soft. You're also going to need a piece of wood about 70 wide. Any block plank will do, and it needs to be just over 40 in height. As you can see, our PVC is now nice and floppy because we've heated it up, and what you want to do now is take a piece of wood and just mold it, mold the PVC over the piece of wood just like I'm doing now. You just want to fold it and hold it like that. Probably a good suggestion is to wear gloves whilst doing this because it is still quite hot. Just wait till it cools and you're ready to go. So it's cooled down now, and as you can see, it's going quite hard again. You can put a lot of force on that, it won't move. As you can see. Now what you want to do is simply hold it in your hand where it feels comfortable. Take a pen and make a mark at the bottom of your hand. Just like that. Now you just want to cut the excess off there. Now all you have to do is get a drill bit, and you want that drill bit to be just a bit bigger than your cord that you're going to use, and drill a hole straight through there, and the same on the other side. Now just use a file to take all the roughness off the sides of your PVC. Okay, so I've smoothed all the edges down, and now you're just going to need to drill 2 more holes, one here and one here. Next we're just going to wrap the handle in paracord, or whatever cord you have, and the way you do this is first simply place the cord down like that, down along the handle, then pull it around, and then start twisting around and work your way down. You want to be pulling it nice and tight. When you get to the end, like I have here, you want to cut it off with about half a foot still left. Finally pull it tight, poke the string through the hole and out the other side, and bring it back around and poke the string through again. You can use a small screwdriver to help you poke the string through because it should be quite a tight fit. Once it pokes through, pull it nice and tight, and then put a little bit of hot glue in there and cut off the excess. This is just a hot glue gun. I'm going to squirt a little bit in there to hold that rope. Okay, so now you can just take your little 20mm compass and poke it in the bottom of there. If glue is required, you can use glue to hold it in. Okay, that's holding in there pretty well. I didn't need any glue because it's perfectly fitted. Okay, and there's the slingshot completed. Now let's just put on the bands and it's ready to fire. Okay, so the way I attach my bands is just with two pieces of cord, and these ones are about 200mm long, and all I'm going to do is simply poke one side through. Then I'm just going to take my band and poke the other side of the cord through. Again, you can use a screwdriver for doing this. Okay, so I've poked both sides of the cord through. You want to leave about this much excess, and now you just simply need to tie 2 knots on each side of the cord. Now simply cut off the excess. It does help to burn the ends of your knots with some sort of lighter, like this one, because it will stop the knots from undoing. And now you just need to do the same thing on the other side. Now, as you can see, the slingshot is completely finished. Very easy to make, and it's a great little shooter, great target shooter. And the compass is in there, shoots little steel balls. And now I'm going to just show you some shots, and I'm going to show you how to aim. So we've got the slingshot here, and we're just shooting these little 6mm steel balls, and we're going to be aiming for this lift can just there. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is load it into the back of the pouch, your little ammunition ball. Okay, as you can see. Now, when you're aiming, you want to aim along the bands, pull it sideways, like this, and line the bands up on your eye like this. Entrance hole, exit hole. This time you guys are going to aim so that you can see just how easy it is. See how the bands are not lined up? You want to line them up so you can only see one of them. Pull it back, and you want to point that one simply at where you're aiming at. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember, these are tubular bands, so they will last for a very, very long time. This slingshot is a great piece of gear. It's very cheap to make. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching.